Friends, I'm glad to see you on my channel. This time I'll be presenting the top 10 European leagues based on the first half over 1.5 market. My original plan for the second episode was to make a video ranking leagues by the under 2.5 market. But at the moment, and this is the time when many championships are reaching their finish line, with lots of goals being scored in decisive matches, that felt a bit dull and not quite relevant. So let's stick with a high-scoring theme, especially since in this top, we will meet many leagues that we already got to know in the over 2.5 review. Let's begin! In 10th place of our ranking is the Swiss Super League. I can't say that this league is consistent when it comes to first-half goal output. However, if a trend for high scoring in this part of the match emerges over 1 or 2 match days, it will very likely continue into the following rounds. But after some time, the more productive play shifts to the second half. During such periods, first halves become low scoring, and this can last for several match days in a row. In 9th place, with identical numbers, we have the Austrian Bundesliga. Everything I said about the previous league applies fully to the character of first-half goal output here as well. Looking at the top 5 clubs, let's focus on Red Bull Salzburg at home and Austria Vienna, the latter being productive in this phase of the match both at home and away. Not long ago, they met twice, and both first halves of those matches were rich in goals. The Oberliga is one of the symbols of high scoring, both over the whole match and across the halves. And that makes sense. Traditionally, this league is a regular member of this top ranking. Since it's a second-tier league, almost 1/3 of the participants have changed, compared to last season, with clubs coming from the Elite Caesarian and from the lower division. Only 5 rounds have been played so far, and I think we'll only get full clarity by match days 9 or 10. In the Danish Super League in this season, we've seen a high percentage of matches with more than 1 goal scored in the first half. Moreover, that percentage was significantly higher during the first half of the season. Back then, the average number of such matches per match day was 3. Later on, first half goal output dropped considerably. It's no coincidence that this league shows the biggest regression rate among all the leagues in our top 10. Nevertheless, there are stable clubs here that consistently deliver results. Fredericia, for example. Both at home and away, this club maintains high numbers. Another traditionally strong league where many goals are scored in the first half. Season after season, the top German Bundesliga occupies leading positions in this market. In my opinion, it is the best league among the top 5 European leagues for betting on first half over 1.5. And honestly, for any market that depends on a team's attacking output, the consistency of the teams in this league, when it comes to scoring, is truly impressive. The Croatian 1HNL, on the other hand, is not such a consistent supplier of matches with more than 1 goal in the first half. Periods of high first-half scoring can suddenly swing in the opposite direction. And when that happens, the league becomes a real playground for bets on a goalless first half. But right now, with the season drawing to a close, teams have sharply stepped up their game. And in recent match days, we are seeing an increase in first-half productivity. This, in fact, is why they currently find themselves in this top ranking. The German 3rd Division is having a very steady season by this metric. Over the last 20 match days, the league has averaged 4 such matches per match day. That number dropped below 4 only 3 times. And on 7 occasions, the number of matches of this kind on a single match day exceeded the average. There are many productive teams. Just look at how exceptionally productive Hansa Rostock are at home in the first half. We are now approaching the top 3 of our ranking. The Dutch Eredivisie, like the top German Bundesliga, is a regular member of this ranking. Clubs from this league predominantly play attacking, high-scoring football. in the first half, in the second half, and over the full match. Of course, there is a set of teams that do it better than others, which is likely down to their strategy and tactics. And on your screen now are the most productive first half clubs over the last 20 match days. Second place in the ranking goes to the Norwegian Eliteserien, which is also the highest scoring league in Europe. And if we already came across it, in the over 2.5 top 1-0 review, you'll see it not only here, but also in the future. For instance, in a review of the second half over 1.5 market. Consistency is a characteristic of this league. Viking are impressive at the start of the season. In their last 4 home matches, they have crushed their opponents right in the first half, without leaving the question of the winner until the second half. And finally, first place in our ranking goes to the second Swiss division. This league can be described in a similar way to other small leagues, where such results are not always stable. Over the course of the season, first half goal output can drop significantly from time to time, as if it migrates into the second half, where it starts to increase instead. It's important to spot the trend shift in time. But when teams in this league do score heavily in the first half, it can last for quite a long stretch, which is exactly what we are witnessing right now. Over the last 6 match days, first half productivity is simply off the charts, plus 19.3 percentage points compared to the average. Friends, I believe this information will help you find suitable targets for your predictions on first half goal markets. These leagues are the best fit for that. And even though the bookmaker odds for these events are often quite low here, the probability of the desired outcome is very high. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know. Give it a thumbs up, write your ratings and suggestions in the comments. And, of course, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the next episodes. If you're into predicting football match outcomes, or you're looking for a game for your bet, I recommend my other videos that I make before each weekend. Football Predictions Box. You might find them useful. See you next time!